Welcome, friends. Now take a deep breath. No, seriously, take one. You just meditated. Congratulations. You're officially a spiritual warrior, one breath closer to enlightenment, or at least to not losing your mind at the DMV. Today I want to talk about the 3 kinds of nimitta, 3 types of meditation, and 3 levels of thinking that happen in the sacred art of watching your breath. Yes, the breath. That thing you've been doing 20,000 times a day without giving it the courtesy of a thank you. Let's start with the nimitta, because in meditation, what you see is not always what you get. Or rather, what you think you see may just be your mind doing interpretive dance. 3 types of nimitta, meditation signs. Nimitta means mental sign or meditative image. These are like the breadcrumbs your mind leaves behind while it's sneaking into deeper states of stillness. Think of nimitta as Netflix loading screens for the soul. They let you know you're getting close to something good. There are 3 main types. 1. Parikamma Nimitta, the preparation sign. This is where it all begins. You're just getting to know your breath. It might feel like watching a squirrel breathe, in, out, until your mind jumps to the memory of your ex, and the squirrel is now riding a bicycle. Here, the nimitta can be just the physical sensation of air touching the nose, or the spot under your nostrils. Or if you're a little more dialed in, you might see a soft grey mist, like your breath is auditioning to be in a perfume commercial. This is the training wheel stage of meditation. You're not trying to stop thoughts yet. You're just noticing that breathing is kind of a miracle, and wow, there's a misty screensaver involved. We call this Parikamma Samadhi, or preparation meditation. The thinking here, still very light, like a sugar-free version of deep insight. Don't worry, depth is coming. 2. Uggaha Nimitta, the acquired sign. This is when things start getting interesting. Your grey mist turns into a light, or maybe a bright cotton ball just floating in mental space. Sometimes it's golden, sometimes it's blue, sometimes it looks like your neighbor's Christmas decorations. It's not a hallucination, it's the shape of stillness forming in the mind. But here's the catch. If the shape and color start changing too much, it's not a good sign. That means your mind is chasing butterflies, not building a sanctuary. In other words, don't turn your nimitta into an art project. It's not Instagram. No need to apply filters. If you're seeing one light and the next moment it's a disco ball, you're not meditating. You're clubbing with your neurons. So what do? Ignore the colors, return to the breath. The breath is the anchor, the nimitta is the wave, and you, dear friend, are the surfer who forgot sunscreen. 3. Patibhaga Nimitta, the counterpart sign. Now we're entering serious territory. If the previous signs were like riding a tricycle, this is a motorcycle on a silent highway under the stars. This nimitta is radiant, still, steady, like a morning star. It feels like the breath has transformed into light, or like you finally made it to the VIP section of your own consciousness. Here, if your mind is strong, you can shape it slightly. You want it longer, it gets longer. You want it deep red, it blushes like a monk seeing someone eat during a fast. But don't play too much. This isn't a video game. If you manipulate it too much, your attention breaks. This is like trying to shape a soap bubble with a hammer. What do we do instead? Let the light be. Let it shine. Let it deepen into stillness. Now you're moving toward real samadhi. At this stage, the nimitta is like the opening notes of a symphony of silence. The 3 kinds of meditation. Let's talk about the 3 types of meditation that happen around these nimittas. These are like levels in a video game, but instead of a boss fight, you get inner peace. 1. Parikamma Samadhi, preparation meditation. Remember this? This is where you were just trying to hang out with your breath without getting bored or interrupted by memories of your Uncle Dave's barbecue. If you get 5 seconds of steady breath, You win. 10 seconds. You're a monk in training, a full minute. You're basically a breath Jedi. Here the Nimitta is unstable. The mind is learning to settle and everything is still kind of wiggly. On to Upacara Samadhi. Access concentration. This is the neighborhood right next to full absorption. Imagine you're at the door of a peaceful cabin. You can smell the incense, you hear the wind, but you're not inside the cabin yet. The mind is still. The Nimitta is strong. Distractions are faint like background noise at a library. You're not fully in, but you're so close you can taste it. Ajahn Sona calls this the runway before takeoff. 3. Appana Samadhi, full absorption. This is deep, the drop the body, drop the thought zone. Here, the Nimitta becomes the whole universe. Breath, gone, body, forgotten. You're just sitting in silent radiance like a sentient lava lamp of wisdom. This is real meditation, the kind the Buddha pointed to. You're not daydreaming. You're experiencing pure presence. The 3 levels of thought, last part. Let's match those meditations with the kind of thought or non-thought that happens with them. Parikamma. Thinking. I think I'm doing it right. Wait, am I doing it right? Oh no, I forgot to feed the cat. Upacara thinking. That light is steady. Oh, still there, still. Oh wow. Appana. Thinking. Sound of silence. You're not thinking anymore. You are the thoughtless presence. Final words of wisdom. Meditation isn't about fighting your mind. It's about becoming friends with it. Like the kind of friend who sits with you in silence and doesn't ask to borrow money. So don't worry if your Nimitta is purple today and green tomorrow. Don't paint it, don't chase it, don't judge it. Just return to the breath like it's your favorite old song. And remember, if you try to control the mind too much, it becomes a cat. If you gently invite it, it becomes a dog, Ajahn Sona, or a Zen pet trainer. So next time you sit, don't wait for fireworks, just breathe, because sometimes peace comes not in thunder but in mist.